Bepis, and welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 guide series. In this episode, we'll be talking about the Mandala Government, like I said in the last episode. So I just picked a random nation down in this area of southeastern Asia. I forget exactly the name of what this island is called. Asia's not my strong suit. But, I don't know. Maybe Kingdom? Yeah, that doesn't help me at all. It's somewhere near the Philippines, and, this whole mess. I know Singapore's over here, I think? I'm not very... I'm not very well versed in my Asian geography. Most of my time spent playing is over in the West, and very occasionally over in the Middle East or out in the East. I've never really played Far East that much, but I have played as a Mandala ruler once. It was very interesting. So first things first, unlike the other two administrative and celestial governments, there is no treasury this time, which is a welcome change. Not talking about treasury. There is no estate either, because it's not an administrative type of government. If we click on the Mandala Government over here, it extends the level of devotion here. You have a capital temple, basically. If we go over to our capital county, we have this thing right here, this special building. This is the capital temple. It gives a bunch of bonuses, as it usually does. Up at the max, you get a lot of stuff, like holding tax, levy size, garrison size, vassal limit, domain limit. Real good stuff. Piety is much more of a focus in this specific government type. And then you have the Mandala aspects as well. We'll get to that soon, don't worry. Mandala aspects, Mandala decrees. We'll get to that pretty soon. Coerced tributary is a political scheme. As far as I remember, the only one you really have. Basically, you convince a tributary to break away from... you try to convince a tributary to break away from their overlord. I'm sorry. Having trouble remembering the names of this stuff a little bit. You gain additional piety when constructing piety buildings, and your temple citadel, which is the thing we just talked about. Realm provinces and subjects occasionally spawn Mandala rituals. I haven't ever actually seen one, but I know that they exist. The time I tried playing out Mandala didn't go the greatest for me. I immediately got invaded and conquered. It happened a bunch of different times in a bunch of different places, because I was still figuring out all the mechanics. Domain limit and direct vassals are limited instead of being like normal. So, for example, if we go... Our vassal limit is 3. If we were a duke, we'd normally be allowed 20, which is ridiculous, honestly. I don't think I've ever had a problem with a vassal limit before. But as Mandala, you're going to have this problem. You get more from that capital temple thing. You're mostly reliant on tributaries, essentially, is what this is trying to explain. And, right here, your Mandala Radiance is required to keep tributaries. That's, It's a kind of fancy way of saying legitimacy, which is still a thing, it's just different. It's right here. It's, Sorry, I'm yawning. I just woke up and had to record this, because I wasn't able to do it yesterday. I had family over. Sorry. So bear with me. It's a combination of level devotion, your capital temple, control, bunch of other things if I remember correctly, too. Mandala aspect level as well, which isn't done yet. Alright. Basically, what that last line was saying is essentially you need to keep your radiance and Mandala aspect levels high, or else your tributaries will break away. Now, you have these four right here. Creation, Serenity, Destruction, and Trickery. I'm not exactly sure if that changes for other religious groups, because Vaishnavism. Okay, I probably butchered that, but there's various different denominations of Hindu. So, I don't know if these mandala aspects change. I would assume not, but if they do change, well, it's probably going to be in a similar vein to what we're going to talk about now. But you need 500 piety to select an aspect in the first place. Each aspect will give you 1% of lifestyle experience for whatever it corresponds to. So creation is stewardship, serenity is diplomacy, destruction is martial, trickery is obviously intrigue. Let's see here. And okay, you get 1 per level of devotion. Up, and you add 1 every 2 ranks. It looks like. So when you get to rank 3, you start at rank 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. You get it 1 point for 3 and 5 as well. You can get different bonuses starting here. So creation, you can build buildings and holdings and tributaries. Serenity, increased success chance for sway and befriend. Men-at-arms maintenance for destruction. Levy size reinforcement. Trickery, intrigue, leverage contribution scheme, a new political scheme. You can reassert tributaries with hooks. You gain access to a bunch of different decrees for each one. Expansion and reverence for destruction. Plunder for contribution, CB. That is, you attack somebody to force them to pay for one of your great projects. Prosperity and reverence decree here. Concentrating development. With the invite religious exiles. Prosperity and expansion decrees. Natural... Okay, here's the thing. You can only have one way you want to die. So natural causes and religion are acceptable ways to die as part of creation, serenity, destruction, and trickery. However, each one has one more, except for creation. Serenity has... Oh no, serenity is the same. I thought I had one more. My bad. Destruction also has combat, so dueling, tournaments, dying in combat. Trickery and being murdered is an acceptable way to die if you're an aspect of trickery. But what that means is when you die, you pass on a certain amount of your legitimacy and piety to your next guy, and you also pass on the aspect of your mandala. Your piety, I believe it's if you I believe it's If you die while in one of these higher ones. Yes, okay. If you die at Religious Icon, and you die of old age as an aspect of creation, your next guy will be able to reach Divine. If he dies of old age, he gets to reach Demigod. The next guy gets to reach Demigod. If the Demigod man dies of religious reasons, then the next guy gets to reach Godlike, which is the highest rank. Vassal limit increases as well. But essentially, you have to have your guys die in the right way. Otherwise, you won't be able to progress to the next level of devotion. And I think what happens is, if you die, if you get murdered as an aspect of creation, I think I remember this happening, but I'm pretty sure this is what happens. You actually lose a level of devotion. You don't get to go to the next rank, which is unfortunate. And also, if you look at the top tier rank, aspect of creation bonus, which is a streak for 30 years of construction. It starts at 10, goes up to 30. Your heir may instantly complete the stewardship part of the succession trials. That's right, I forgot about that. Mandala Succession has trials. Basically, yep, right here. If you fail... Well, if you fail in some of the trials, you gain penalties. So, failing one challenge, you lose a level of devotion, some tributaries leave. 2 challenges, you lose 2 levels of devotion, and all your tributaries leave you. And 3, you lose 3 levels of devotion, and your realm is shattered. What Shattered Realm means, okay? What that means is you lose your top tier title, everybody underneath you breaks away independently, and now you're stuck with a shattered kingdom. What that would look like in, say, the Byzantines, right over here, what that would look like is the Eastern Roman Empire disappears, and every single one of these dukes becomes independent. And all the next guy gets is Thrace, is the Duchy of Thrace. That's it. That's what realm shattering means. It's awful. Don't let that happen. Pass your tests. But you can also see the Mandala Succession is oldest title inherits all your titles, which is nice. But you have to pass you have to pass tests to keep it. So, yeah, don't screw up your tests. But you also have these decrees here. We talked about them earlier. These are essentially the it's similar to Crown Authority, but you only get 1 decree, and it has set bonuses, and that's it. Whereas for someone like Italy, it's progressive bonuses. You start with basically nothing, but your vassals are more happy, and then the next one you get more power, your vassals are a little unhappy, and so on and so forth. With this one, it is you just immediately set your decree. You have no decree, meaning, but you still can revoke titles and retract vassals and their criminals, and you can designate your heir. The next prosperity decree is bonuses and minuses. Like, just simple bonuses and minuses. Men-at-arms maintenance cost up, levy size up, tributaries like you more. Expansion decree, independent rulers like you less, tributaries like you more, vassals give you more levies. You get piety for offensive wars. And reverence decree, Pilgrimages cost less, subjects converting gives you piety, vassals will convert to your faith and adopt your government type, tributaries can be invited to adopt your government type as well. And there's something else that I didn't know existed until recently, but there is, let me see if I can find it, right here, Wanua Government. It's a tribal government, only existing here, and they have the barters. I can't actually do it because the barter thing pops up. All their development is ignored. They have the same weaknesses as normal tribal government, which means they can't progress technologically. They can't do a lot of anything. They can raid, though, which is nice, but tribes can already raid. But, they also have the same reduced domain limit and vassal limit, as you can see down there. I can't move my mouse, or otherwise this window will disappear. And while they're required to use gold to build instead of prestige, and they can also use barter, which is something that adventurers can do, which is a whole nother topic entirely, and is going to require an entirely separate video to talk about barter, adventuring, and all that. So stay tuned for that. I probably am going to do adventurers after I finish up with the Japanese government. But they gain legitimacy from being a tributary to Mandala governments. And the Japanese government is the last one we need. We're going back to the whole administrative government type, but there's some differences. You'll see once we get there. But that is basically it, I think. I didn't discover anything else, really, while I was doing my playtesting for this video. But yeah, that's it. I will see you all in the next episode. We're going to talk about Japan. And then after Japan, Adventurers. So I will see you all in the next episode, so stay tuned. Bye.